Welcome to a very special but hopefully very short episode of Slamcast. It is our Summerslam Spectacular Part 2. We're talking about so much more, but we're talking about SummerSlam and so much more, but we had a late breaking news, almost as big as last week when we were in the middle of the podcast and the Billy Corgan taking over TNA news literally broke in the middle of recording.
James Storm done with TNA.
Yeah, that's minor news. What he kind of sees the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Anyway,
writing on the wall. Writing on the wall.
The writing wasn't on the wall. The writing was so far past the wall. The writing basically destroyed the wall. We knew it was going to happen. It was about damn time that James Storm was going to go, because apparently TNA, in terms of the changes that have been made, it's still the same old TNA.
That's Michael Burhan. He's back joining us. Nick Horaceck, as always. I'm Brandon Liggan. Welcome to the Slamcast. We are now on iTunes on the Retro Unlim channel, or we have our own thing. I mean, you have your own iTunes. Awesome. iTunes.com/Slamcast. All right, the little wrestling podcast that could is finally on iTunes.
Yes. Finally legit,
with a tear in my eye. It's the greatest moment in my life.
And a chub in your pants.
Oh, yeah. Put that cigarette out. All right. So, now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way. Jesus! All right. So now we got to move on to the big news, because just as this big weekend assembles, all the talent is assembling. All the airport creeper fans are out. I'm sure the wrestlers always love it when the airport creeper fans show up to the airport. But among all airport creeper fans and public appearances that are being shown up, WWE had to take care of some business. There were some wellness policy violation suspensions announced. That's a very long, wordy sentence. Announced this week. Some not surprising names. Two surprising names. One that I might be a work, and I'll talk about the work last, but let's talk about the first big one, and that is Paige and Alberto Del Rio, basically getting suspended, to a couple being suspended on the same weekend. How romantic in a way. Like, this star-crossed love story couldn't get any weirder.
The couple that does drugs together stays together, maybe?
I mean, what is the internet saying? What is the internet saying? Is the internet saying it's like is it a narcotic thing, or is it like I think it's supplemental substance?
Miguel Leon and I was yesterday, and Miguel's a friend of the show, sometimes contributor. He was saying it was PEDs.
CFOP.
Yeah.
I think all of these suspensions nowadays can be attributed to, just a wrestler taking us. There are so many supplements. They gets handed so many supplement deals. Like, hey, rep my product. There isn't a union yet, like a wrestlers union that would in other major sports that would say, hey, this is what you can't take. This is what is added to that list.
Yeah, I agree.
So
but
maybe it was something like that.
But at the same time, we know what was been going on backstage with Paige and Alberto Del Rio, because it's not the whole internet knows, right? Because it's not something that it's like a misunderstanding.
The internet hears rumors. The internet hears rumors.
We get a gist of what the internet gets is like 85% of the truth, right? So we know that there's been trouble with these two before, and I think when I first heard this, I was like, maybe they're trying to get out of their deals together. Maybe they're violating the wellness policy so they both can leave. Because truthfully, creative has not really done a good job with either of these two.
Yeah.
You know, since Del Rio lost the United States Championship, you know, I'm sorry to say this, when he held the title, he was no John Cena. You know, he did okay with it, but John Cena kind of carried the belt to another level. And
John Cena made the United States title something. Alberto Del Rio just held the belt. I think those are two different things. But this,
and that's kind of the thing.
This suspension is just a long line of things. I think Del Rio might be coming towards the end of this, second run that looked promising at
2 months.
Yeah, his run looked so promising when he came to it, and then it just came to. I guess the best thing that happened to him out of this second run of WWE is Paige.
Yeah, she's worth more than any
that's probably the best thing. Yeah, man, he won. He won this one.
He won in life.
Now, Paige. Now, all right. Now, moving on to Paige. I don't think she's quite done yet because I don't think she's really quite established herself enough on her own as a star to move on from the WWE. She still needs the WWE machine. I mean, enough ventures on her own where she can make money and live, I think, reasonably comfortably.
And she's got the visa now. She's been with the company for God knows how many years, so she's an American citizen.
She's been in the company for a while. She is can stay here as long as she wants.
Yeah.
As long as she's working. But she needs the WWE machine to make herself more of a celebrity or to maintain that level of stardom. Because if she just fades into the background and she just becomes a model and stuff like that, I think she could, be, famous, but she's not going to be WWE superstar Paige.
She'll be basically Stacy Keibler famous, someone who's associated with someone famous.
The WWE moniker nowadays more and more has carrying more and more monikers as we're seeing ESPN legitimize, professional wrestling by, having it more and more involved on their content, on their networks.
Well, basically, pro wrestling now is not seen, that it's not in the news anymore for guess who died this week.
Yes, so. they've done whoever does marketing or public relations for WWE or their own internal people have done a great job of lessening the stigma behind professional wrestling fans, how it's covered in the media, and
I think the word you're looking for. The word you're looking for is destigmatizing it.
Exactly. Destigmatizing it. Shout out to Jeff Krupp out there. Destigmatizing it.
We've actually talked about Jeff in a positive light today. My God.
I do miss Jeff having Jeff on the podcast sometimes, and we have to streamline our roasts. One narrative, one voice. It's mine, damn it! This is my show.
Yes.
And these are my chosen I'm the Ric Flair. Nick's my Arn, and then I guess Burhan would be my Tully Blanchard. We don't have our fourth guy yet.
Whoa! I'll be the Arn because I'm the fucking workhorse of the bunch, all right?
Well, Nick does the production. Nick does like the grunt work, so that's why Nick's the Arn.
He's
you
the
and
Arn
I'm Rick. I'm Rick in the sense I'm, the voice of the show and the bombastic personality, and then you could be Tully Blanchard. Hey, at least I didn't make you. At least I didn't make you Mongo. Okay, baby.
Hey. Oh,
at least I didn't make you Mongo, baby. Four Horsemen.
Mongo was a cat.
Okay, if you're the first time listening to this podcast. Sorry, if you're the first time listening to this podcast, there'll be plenty of Mongo references. Just get a running tally of the things. We'll submit a list. Anyway, I don't think Paige is done. I think this is just going to be a setback in her career. She's on an injury rehab.
So
this is just going to be further time. Yeah, this is just going to be some further time for her to get back and get better. And
the thing
come
is,
back
though,
even stronger.
Do you notice though, with her and Del Rio, it seems like ever since they've got together, it's become kind of a bad news situation for the WWE because they've been like a.
It is. They've become WWE's own version of Mickey and Mallory Knox. Like that's what it's like that level, except without all the body count. Like I love the picture that came around of it was Del Rio as Pacino and then Paige as Michelle Pfeiffer from Scarface. That, by the way, while we're talking about that, Nick, that's the picture I want to use for this bit. But
well, you could have basically him as Woody Harrelson and Paige as what was that girl's name? Fuck. She was like an actress.
That's what I meant.
Like a punk singer.
No, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Mickey and Mallory Knox from Newborn Killers. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Send me that image, by the way.
I think that would be more profound.
Yeah, I got it. I'll find it for you.
Natural born essays.
Yeah, that's what this relationship reminds me of in the WWE. Like it's one of those like just kind of they love each other so bad, but it's just like it offends everybody else.
They're totally like it's
ruining
like
their lives.
Yeah, they're not good for the company in terms of PR stance because
yeah,
I don't know what the hell's what this is, but it seems like it's one of those things where it's they're in one of those bad relationships where like I can't quit you, baby, but I'm so in love with you, you know, and they fight every fight.
I mean, they
want to kill each other.
Yeah, yeah, so, and then they go home and have amazing sex probably.
Anybody who's like destroying Paige in the bedroom. Did you think he? Like,
I was making the crude jokes earlier on Facebook and Twitter that Paige's lady juices are a performance-enhancing drug, and that's why Alberto Del Rio got dinged.
Did he go? Did he go afterwards and go? Steve.
Yeah, it was his destiny to get suspended, and that's how we'll end this story. Moving on to the third one, which I thought was quite interesting.
Her whole gimmick is interesting right now.
Dinged.
Yeah, her whole gimmick is
I like this whole, they're avoiding the inevitable, which is, eventually her getting into the ring and
wrestling.
it being... they're basically... either, she's actually...
They're doing like the promo version of Goldberg in a sense, don't you think? They're like...
they're doing an opposite Goldberg. It's reverse Goldberg. Like instead of making her undefeated, they're just putting her up against nobody, or like putting her up against heel and not like losing the match by forfeit. It's a reverse Goldberg. They're making her look as weak as possible. And then I love the wardrobe malfunctions. I love everything. I love the announcer guy. Announcer guy's voice is great too.
It's
and then
so over
Eva
the
Marie
top.
is stuck in traffic.
Stuck in traffic. I mean, at face value,
it reminds me.
She watched her own push, but you're saying it could be a work.
I don't. Here's the thing. Go on, Nick.
I was gonna say, her husband came out and said, "Oh, everyone will be sorry when they find this is a wrongful suspension." It's like, shut up, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. Like again, this is one thing where I think it's kind of It's either three possible scenarios. It's either a whole work and it's over to get her more heat against her by having this thing like in the media, I guess you could say, social media and on the internet, and have people talk about it. It's a legitimate suspension too, that she was either taking something again like Paige and Del Rio, everybody everybody and their mother with a supplement company wanting to try out their product, and there was something banned in it. They got popped for a suspension during the random drug test. Or it's WWE trying to cut ties with Eva Marie because they see that she's, reaching out on her own. She's becoming really more focused on her own career outside WWE. Because if you look at most of her social media, it's now no longer her training and wrestling how it was at one point in time and trying to get better in that. It's now just her pivoting to her fitness career, fitness modeling career, fitness supplements and all that stuff. She's very clearly transitioning to her post WWE career. And this could be just a quick way for WWE just to sweep it under the rug and, back away from the situation.
Who's that?
The last Eva Marie. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think so. I think with this, what they're trying to do, I think they want to try and give her a legitimate run with the SmackDown Women's Championship, which it kind of worries me a little bit because
I think they're very invested in Eva Marie.
Yeah, I think we see what happens.
Very invested in Eva Marie, but I think...
Well, it's because she's one of Vince's pet projects, isn't she? He's, like, taken with her. Right. Apparently he's in love with the woman. Like, her looks and shit. Her husband's, like, the gayest guy I've ever seen. Her husband's, like, the gayest guy I've ever seen. I still think he's so far in the fucking...
No, again, her husband was just lucky. Right place. Her husband is literally right place, right time, right guy. Like, bam. Like,
or the fact that he's a trophy husband that she never does anything with.
Exactly. No, they're not just. He's not just a trophy husband. They're a trophy couple. Like, I almost want to think like if this was Hollywood 1950s and he was like something that he'd be like a gay lawyer or something like that, and she'd be his hot wife, essentially.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that's what's happened. She's his like foray into fashion.
No, but this is not 1950s. You know, people can't get by on that anymore.
As I said, he's so far in the closet. Eventually, he's going to come out. Eva's going to need a shoulder to cry on. You know, and I think we'll just get our very own Brandon Liggan sent down there. We'll pay his airfare.
Right place, right time, right guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I need. All it takes. What did that guy say? What did that guy say? He fought Braun Strowman that one time. All it needs is one man with fists.
Oh, it was like
with fists
if
has
I've got
a chance.
2 hands, I've got a chance, you know, or whatever it was.
You got 2 hands, I got a chance. Exactly.
That promo was
2 hands, I got a chance.
That just sounds like going into a masturbating contest.
By the way, I just want to say on a personal note, as everybody getting a mental image of what I've got going on, I look like Braun Strowman's younger brother right now.
Yes.
Like it's kind of the look I'm going for, inadvertently. So, like I just, which by the way, I love what they're doing with Braun Strowman. Just complete side note, I love beating up the local guys.
But do you think though that they're going to build him up pretty much the same way that they've built up all threats to like the champions in a sense, like they did with Ryback, they did with the Great Khali and stuff like that, where they'll build him up as this monster only to get him squashed by John Cena or Roman Reigns?
I hope not.
It just seems like the plot device that they're using
let's see. Let's let it play out and then see where it goes. Anyway,
right now they're doing a great job building, and Nia Jax the same way, just beating up local jabronis.
She's hot. Exactly. I'm going to say, for a big woman, she's hot.
Arrive. I'd take her down. That's all I'm saying. All right. So anyway, moving on. Let's get on to the meat of the... she is not... By the way, just on the most girls thing, if you're a man listening to this podcast, and I think WWE has now released a not version of the shirt, but if you bought the I'm not like most girls shirt and you have a penis, please chop it off right now. Just chop it off. You're of no use to any woman, and that shirt is not going to get you laid, bro. I'm sorry. Like, unless you're either a happily married man.
Just saying, like, you know, How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson. He's tried everything in the fucking book, even pretending to be a lesbian, and it's got him laid. So, you know, and he was played by a gay man.
Wearing a WWE women's wrestler. I almost said the D word.
Barney,
wearing a WWE women's wrestlers.
He wore a dress. Just saying.
It's okay. You did just Stinson to me. That's true. You probably the law of Stinson.
Yes, bro code, man.
I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, maybe that's just a personal opinion. But all right, on to SummerSlam, because that is the weekend of the week, or the main event of the weekend.
Yep.
Also, we got UFC pay-per-view too. We already talked about that last week, but that before we get into the SummerSlam stuff, that UFC press conference and everything that's been going on leading up to this, boy, that has been testy. People say some are saying that Conor McGregor is going to face some sort of action from Dana White after this whole fight for the bottle throwing and all that other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been This has probably been one of those weekends that's test the relationship between Dana White, UFC, and Conor McGregor. You know, how much are they really willing to put up with?
A great WWE superstar eventually if he decides to go over.
If Conor McGregor was 6'2", 220 something pounds, he'd be the best WWE superstar there ever was.
But he's a freaking demon on the mic, though. The guy knows how to fucking sell himself.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He could be Irish. He obviously could be Irish Ric Flair, like, at times. Like, I think he would. I think even Conor McGregor is one of those superstars that and talents and personalities that could have been successful in any era.
He's a heel.
He's been successful now in the era of. Isn't even just a heel. He's a bombastic personality on the level of Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson.
Yes.
And he's got those people. Exactly, and he can back it up. So people are, their eyeballs are like fixated on that, and they will watch it. And so it becomes a spectacle because you're witnessing. I mean, again, a reporter asked them this week how he feels about his legacy in this fight, and he said, "My legacy was already set in stone when I knocked Jose Aldo out in 13 seconds. This is just for fun."
Nice.
Like, that's you know what I'm saying? So,
I know what you're saying.
So,
SummerSlam.
All right. SummerSlam. Where do you want to begin? Because there's a whole lot to take in this card, man.
Should we go for the?
You want to start at the bottom?
Because the card's going to be like 5.
I just want the main event. I don't want any fucking pre-show bullshit.
This is like a 5-hour
I don't want any
card.
pre-show bullshit. I don't want any pre-show bullshit. I just want them. I just want the meat and potatoes, bro.
The highlight matches on the card. You want to start with the tag title match?
Yeah, I think we should just do the championship matches for this and just forget all the other fillers. Oh, and also cover Brock and
I want to throw in
all right.
Cena.
I was gonna say, here's what I'm going with two. Let's go Enzo and Cass versus
Jericho.
Jericho and KO. We'll go Seth, Finn, Dean, Ziggler, Brock Orton, tag title match, Roman Rusev, and then Brock. Did I already say Brock Orton already? And then Cena AJ. So that's 6 matches.
So good, he has to.
All right, so let's go.
Yeah, because there's 11 matches.
So good I have to name it. So let's do this. Let's do the 6 that really matter.
Yes. Cesaro, I love you, but I don't care about a best of 7 series of Sheamus.
Well, I do.
I think it's
going to be great. That's going to be the show stealer of the night, I think.
I think it could be. Oh, yeah, no. So what was this? Cesaro was who? Cesaro was Sheamus.
Cesaro's the motherfucker
series, which I think
could 2 matches in one night. That's how fucking good Cesaro is.
Yeah, no, he can. Well, no. Okay, I was going to talk about this next week, but might as well talk about it now since it came up. There's been reports, widely speculation, that Cesaro could leave WWE when his contract expires.
Well, I hope not.
Go to, ready for this?
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, I hope not. I hope he stays. Because I believe he's a WWE champion in the making.
Thing. If I'm Gato, I'm on the phone with somebody who knows. This is there's no interference. I'm sure, but specific laws that prevent Gato from trying to get Cesaro to come over, but wrestler code prevents him from doing that. But I'm pretty sure he's in touch with somebody who may be in touch with somebody who's he said Claudio said he might want to go over there at some point in time, maybe Chris Hero or somebody else.
Maybe one day, but I'm thinking right now, because he's been, if you've watched Talking Smack, by the way, Talking Smack is the best after show I have ever fucking seen on the WWE Network, only $9.99. But if you basically check out Talking Smack, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Renee Young, they all put Cesaro over, and I've got a funny feeling that he may jump ship and move to the SmackDown brand because the brand itself is kind of.
I want a trade. That's what I want. I want a trade to come through, SmackDown to trade for Cesaro. We'll offer you this person, this person, this person. all coming to Raw for Cesaro, or this person.
They have
and this person
they
for
have a
Cesaro.
huge lack of depth at the moment anyway. I think Cesaro is going to probably end up jumping ship, moving over to SmackDown brand where he will excel, because in my honest opinion right now on Raw, he's doing well, but I think he needs something big, and at the moment him versus Sheamus is okay. It's Smash Mouth. It's basically Japanese strong style that they're doing at the moment, because they're fucking ripping each other apart, which I love. And it's given Sheamus kind of
which is what Cesaro is rumored to be affiliated with in New Japan. They want to restock essentially, or strengthen the depth in the never open weight division, and
so he could probably end up being the
Cesaro
champion. Yeah,
Ryback and Cesaro were two names that were supposedly on the top of the list. And if I'm Gato, and if I'm sensing, and if I'm a little smart or sore after taking Carl Anderson from me, a guy who they built up to a global superstar level.
Yeah, he was going to be
taking Luke Gallows, a guy who they Luke Gallows, the guy who they rebuilt off the scrap heap and took off of TNA and made to a superstar level, and then taking a guy who is my second biggest talent overall, maybe my most famous talent, and a guy who led my company through the major company through its darkest era. I'm a little sore of that, and I'm going to try and at least some talent from him. Take his number one guy that everybody likes in the locker room, that consistently puts on good matches, that he's severely underappreciated. Take this big talent that they couldn't get over, and give him a bunch of money and let him do his thing, and maybe let him say a microphone and cut promos on himself. I don't know.
In my opinion, I think Ryback is going to be a good fit for Japan, just because he's going to learn to work, because he never learned to work. It doesn't matter how good he was on the microphone. Or he's just gonna
be like, he's gonna wrestle with people that don't care, work with people that don't care that he's gonna pick him up and drop him on his head, because they're gonna try and do the same to him.
Yes.
And there might not be a lot of people that can do that.
The biggest thing, though, I think, with Cesaro, if I was Vince, and if I found out this was happening, I would be sitting there going, right, we're going to put this belt on this motherfucker, we're going to give this guy the strong push that he needs, and let's make him the second face of the company, because he fucking deserves it, and he does.
Right.
Because this is...
So it's safe to say... Sorry, I'm just trying to cut off this... I'm trying to cut off the Cesaro talk. So it's safe to say we're all picking Cesaro winning this match.
I'd say it's going to be trading. It's going to be trading wins.
Yeah.
Cesaro versus Sheamus. Is it are they going to do all 7 matches in one night between the two, or just the
first?
It's a series.
So I think trading wins. I'm going to go with Sheamus, and the reason behind this is Cesaro's already won 2 matches against Sheamus, so I think Sheamus is going to pick the first win to kind of get a bit more steam.
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
I was going to say that...
What were you going to say, Nick?
Well, I was going to say that it's probably going to end up being they're going to do the whole thing where, I don't know, maybe it's Sheamus goes up 3 on the series, and then Cesaro's going to come back win 4, maybe? They could.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
He's going to pull a Boston Red Sox. I think they're going to go back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be Sheamus gets the first win, Cesaro gets the second, and then the third win, it'll probably go to Sheamus, and the fourth Cesaro.
And it's going to go back and forth, and then...
Yeah, because they're going to try and use it to legitimize both these guys, because Sheamus has been faltering after he lost the title. Even before he captured the championship, he was faltering, because he came off with a big, strong start, and with the sacrifice of Daniel Bryan. And now he's basically just nothing but a comedy jobber right now. And I think the feud with Cesaro is giving him a bit more promise. So I'm hoping he gets the first win this time, and then they're going to start trading wins back and forth.
Yeah, right. No, I think this is going to be good for a while. All right, so Y2J and KO, which I'm calling it now Y2KO, the team, versus Enzo and Big Cass.
Enzo and Cass, it's gonna be a huge pop in Brooklyn when those guys come out. And if it's not them going for the tag titles, next best thing is getting them a big win over, the gift of Jericho and arguably probably the best person on the mic company, Kevin Owens.
top 3. I definitely think Kevin Owens is in the top 5 if he's not the top 3. Top 5 best probably people on the microphone right now in the company. You'll have of the top 10 people, not of the top 5 people of the best microphone people on the company. You have 2 of them in the microphone in the ring, in one segment with Enzo, Jericho, and KO. And if you want, even a big cast on the top 10 somewhere on there, maybe. But you have at least top 5. 3 of the top 5 guys on the microphone in the match, in one match. Jericho, KO, and Enzo.
Yep.
That's going to be gold. I think Enzo and Cass are going to win it because it's Brooklyn. They're going to pop the crowd huge.
Definitely.
So on SummerSlam, after last year, they popped the crowd huge at NXT TakeOver. Matter of time, man.
The NXT TV after.
Sorry, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, my bad.
Because they weren't even on the Brooklyn card.
My bad.
Let's see.
No, they weren't.
I'm going to ask it because they're building up. Well, I was going to talk about this quickly, not even bother with it too much, but because Eva Marie was in the 6-woman tag, like it's being built as a 2-on-3 handicap match, and there's rumors and there's reports now that Nikki Bella has been cleared, so you think, she gets thrown in there?
Probably.
Right.
I guess maybe again that could be a reason why this is a work. And Nikki Bella was ready, and then we don't have to use Eva Marie. Nikki Bella could come back. Hello, there we go.
All right, that's all I wanted to bring up. Yeah,
you could use it as a signing for SmackDown or whatever, or like something like that. I don't know. Bellas weren't drafted, were they?
No, they weren't, because Bree's retired and Nikki's had been on the shelf, so.
Yeah, so Nikki wasn't drafted, so...
Right. Where do you want to go next? You want to go with the tag titles or the Intercontinental title or Cena Styles?
Let's go Intercontinental title, Miz versus Apollo Crews. Right, that's the match?
Yeah, I'm picking Apollo Crews only because I could see them doing the title change.
In the tradition of King making Intercontinental Championship title changes at SummerSlam, in the vein of Bret Hart, and essentially where Mr. Perfect made Bret Hart, and Bret Hart became a big single superstar after that, this is going to be that moment for Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
The Miz can get him there. The Miz can make him look like $1 million. And I think Apollo Crews' talent on his own makes him look like $1 million. So there's go. That's a winning recipe for success. Apollo Crews walks away your new Intercontinental Champion.
Yep. It'd be his first title in WWE as well, because he never held the NXT title or anything like that. He got rocketed up to the main roster fairly quickly. So.
Did we lose him?
Burhan?
As is a problem with doing a show live sometimes, or, recording without a net. Sometimes you lose people in the middle of a Skype call.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll just keep going.
Well,
if we lose him,
when we get him back.
Yeah, if we can get back.
Yeah, we get him back, we get him back.
Yeah. Anyway, so Apollo Crews is going to be his big SummerSlam moment. And, I mean, it's been a pay-per-view that has had a lot of, those kind of moments. I mean, from
this is going to be a big... This is going to be a big moment for both SmackDown and Raw, because this is going to be the first pay-per-view that they share for a while. Because I don't think... probably Survivor Series will be the next shared pay-per-view, but I think after this now it's going to be one-off pay-per-views, or they're not going to be... You will see a Raw pay-per-view and then a SmackDown pay-per-view. Now they can't do that. Multiple shows.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, who do you pick, Burhan? Between Apollo Crews and The Miz, I had to sneeze.
Right, this match I really don't care about, and this is the reason why. The hype behind this match has been minimal, right? Apart from the whole Apollo Creed thing that they're running with. And I can see this as one of Vince sitting there going, ha ha ha, that's funny, run with it. Like The Miz doesn't know his name. I'm going to say Apollo Crews, because I think if he gets the IC title, he's going to be able to put on some competitive matches. I still don't think
That's
Vince
what I'm saying.
gets
So
him.
You're on board with all of us. We were both saying that it's going to be one of those Intercontinental title matches that is here's the guy that we're going to run with.
Yeah,
let's all get behind him.
Yeah,
like Bret Hart was with Perfect.
Yeah, it's one of those where it doesn't have much of a build to it. It doesn't really have much meaning behind it. But once he gets the belt, I think he's going to be a champion that will hold that title for a while. And I think we're probably going to end up building to a Cruz Corbin feud after Corbin stops raping, whatever that Lucha Dragon's name is.
Kalisto. Oh,
Kalisto,
God.
Yeah.
Michael Cole was having bad flashbacks. He was having night terrors for a while.
That just reminded me of fucking, hide and rape. I was just sitting there just looking at it.
Yes! That's exactly what it looked like. Like, oh, God. Like, Michael Cole's probably sitting, watching at home or whatever the fuck he was doing. Like, oh, God.
For only $9.99, you can relive Michael Cole's greatest nightmare. Yeah, it's...
Oh, my God. Please don't. That wrestle... Oh, please. Let's not talk about it anymore. We talked about hide and rake way too much on the show. All right. Tag title match?
Yes, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the Club. Gallows.
I'm saying it now. The Club's winning it.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson have been on point with their promos. Their promos are very bland. They're very bland, but they're hilarious. And I think we're gonna see them secure the tag titles from this, and then move on to another feud. I've got a funny feeling that we're going to see the New Day explode, similar to what happened with the Shield. Probably, I'd say maybe in the next couple of months, we're going to see one of the New Day members turn on the rest.
I don't see. I disagree with you on the New Day breaking up after this. I think there is a little bit of juice in a New Day chasing the Club as challengers, because I think some of those we did get some pretty funny moments. This is a feud. This is a feud that's going to last for a while.
Yeah,
this is just the first straw. Bullet Club takes the tag titles tonight. Too Sweet ends the New Day's longest tag team title reign.
And by the way, that means we actually get to see the Bullet Club versus the New Day, which, Kenny Omega wanted that to happen. So we get to see some variation of the Bullet Club.
Which, by the way, speaking of Kenny Omega, since you brought him up, congratulations to the cleaner Kenny Omega for winning the G1 Classic 26 and earning the shot at Kazuchika Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 11.
So he's going for the World Championship.
Oh, damn.
He's going for the world title against, assuming will be Okada, unless Okada drops the belt between now and January. It will be Omega Okada for the title.
Do you think we're going to be seeing
the Tokyo Dome?
Do you think we're going to see a strengthened Bullet Club helping Omega secure the win? Or do you think he's going to go on it alone to his worth?
I think this is going to be their look. There's obviously been rumors of interest from Kenny Omega in WWE and interest in WWE from Kenny Omega. So I think this is their chance to try. Hey, we're going to try and keep you for as long as we can. Look, you're going to be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Or if he's going to leave, and they know he's going to leave, and he's kind of already indicated to that he would like to come and work in North America.
Well, he did say that his intention was to kind of rebuild the company, because when they did a clean sweep of the Bullet Club, his intention was to kind of rebuild and be the top heel in the company.
And he he's done a very good job of. I mean, he hasn't of course done as well. I mean, he hasn't taken it to the levels of AJ took it to,
Styles,
and the levels to when
Prince Devitt
Finn started it. Yep, I'm calling him Finn now.
But saying that, Devitt never secured the World Championship. He tried and failed.
No, well, because he was never a heavyweight. He was never
He was
heavyweight. He was always a junior.
Right, he was a multiple-time
IWGP
junior heavyweight champ. Yeah, but he was never a heavyweight. I mean,
but he did play in the heavyweight division, because remember that's where he put up. He went
did,
against
yes.
the world champion, but he never made that
yes,
kind of leap. I think if the WWE hadn't acquired him, he probably would have been. But
this is what I'm saying. I think they've learned from them. New Japan has learned from the mistakes of letting Devitt go. They've learned from the mistakes of letting
Styles
go. They say, all right, if we're going to try and keep him for a little longer, here's the best way to do it. Let's put the title on him and let's see what he can do
basically, let's make him our guy.
He already is. They've already made him the first Canadian gaijin to win G1. So
big deal,
why not?
And also
that's a very big deal.
He's also won like another big title with them, which Shinsuke Nakamura held.
He's
up
the first Canadian Intercontinental Champion.
Yes. And that's a very elite club. That's a very elite. He's
done very well for himself.
Yep.
Yes.
Talent shines, and his name.
So that's what we talk. So we're all in the favor of Bullet Club winning.
Yes.
Let's move on to what was the other match?
Biggie live tweeting Raw, hilarious.
Yeah, is he storyline out? Is he like kayfabed out, or is he actually injured?
No one knows officially, really.
Okay.
Maybe it is just to even the odds for a little bit, and that's why Biggie will
give them the edge
that
they need. By the way,
exactly.
No one has actually prefaced on the fact that the club and AJ are working the same pay-per-view. So could we see the club interfere with AJ's match later on? But we'll discuss that later. Or vice versa.
Are we going to talk about AJ's match next? Are we going to talk about AJ's match next?
Let's do that, because then we can go through the rest of our title matches here.
Because I've got a feeling that the club may reunite in full force here by having... We could have a clean sweep if we actually
here's
think
the thing.
about it.
If it happens again, it would set up another great match between John Cena and AJ Styles. They'd have to do it in like a steel cage at a SmackDown pay-per-view, and that's perfect way to do it. I would be.
He said he's going to do it on his own. But I sat there and I went, one second, it's a cross-brand pay-per-view. So if it's a cross-brand pay-per-view, we're going to see the reformation of the club.
Yeah, or the on-screen reformation, because they contend that they never split up. They're just going doing different. They're just dividing and conquering, essentially.
Yes, but I'm actually going here with AJ beating Cena and beating Cena clean. I think there is gonna be shenanigans, and I'm gonna lay it down right now. I'm laying down my sword, and I'm saying right now that AJ Styles will defeat John Cena, and he will do it with the club.
Yeah, I'm going with you on that one. I think there will be some club involvement from Gallows and Anderson, if not both. Mm-hmm. So this is because that will continue the feud, and we'll get John Cena versus AJ Styles 3 and stuff like that. This might be the one feud where John Cena only has to win one match to really come out as the quote-unquote victor.
He's the guy at the moment. He's always going to be the guy. John Cena, you could basically get the entire roster pin in John Cena and it still wouldn't mean a thing because...
because you know why? John Cena wins life, that's why.
It's not just that. It's just the fact that Cena he's a multi-time world champion. He's a guy that if he gives a rub to someone else, it's going to mean something. If they basically get pinned by him, it's not going to mean anything. And that's kind of the thing here. He's basically the dynasty, of the WWE. So in my opinion, if you want to get AJ, you need to get AJ more over than he already is. And I think the only way to do that is to have that caveat to say he has had multiple wins over John Cena. And I believe after his feud with Cena is finished, it's climaxed. Yeah, I know that sounds really creepy. It will basically.
That's right.
That's right. Giggity, giggity. It will move him over to hit a feud with Dean Ambrose for the World Championship. So I've got a feeling that this is what's going to happen. He's going to win, and then we'll have the rubber match. After that feud is climaxed and Cena goes away to do whatever the fuck he needs to do, we're going to see AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose next. So for me, Styles wins the club. Simple.
Yeah, I'm picking Styles. I mean, I know you'd think the logic with John Cena is he always wins in the end, but I don't think so. I think, we're going to have that, final match at SmackDown pay-per-view, and then, AJ goes on to feud with Dean Ambrose for the title and eventually win. 'Cause I think, well, we'll get to it here in a minute, but yeah, Styles. Brandon?
Yeah, we're all going Styles. We're all in lockstep agreement with AJ on that one.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Yes. So,
Shall we lead to the Finn Balor versus Rollins
Well,
match?
I was thinking of going with did you want to do Rusev and Roman?
Yeah, let's do Rusev Roman.
Women's title.
Dean.
Rusev and Roman
Let's end with the Universal title because
that's what's going on.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, let's do women's title. All right, let's do U.S. title, women's title, WWE Championship, Universal Championship.
Yep.
Bingo, bango, bongo. All right, that's how we're doing it. All right, so the United States Championship, Rusev versus Roman Reigns, in which has been one of my favorite ongoing feuds of Monday Night Raw.
You just like to see Lana and Cake, don't you?
No. I like to see funny segments. Here's the thing. I like Rusev in this. You know who has really been the MVP of this segment? Or this whole feud? Rusev.
Yeah, he does make you laugh.
Carries, I think, as the heel, I think he carries this segment. Lana just enhances his performance.
I think
it's no longer about...
He's organically
It's no longer
managed.
about Lana.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I agree.
It's no longer about Lana. It's about him now.
He's organically as well evolving as a character because, like, before, I remember when he got defeated by John Cena for the United States Championship and then became, like, the fucking butt. He was
a voiceless brute. He couldn't speak English, or he spoke very few, like, only just, you could say very, I mean, it's essentially the same thing he says now, but he had no real personality. Now there seems like a personality to him. Like,
yeah, he's organically becoming something different, and it's great to see. The one thing I do not like about what they did on Raw was they gave us Roman versus Rusev again. And it kind of dilutes...
I heard that. I did not watch the last Raw before SummerSlam, but I heard that they gave away a lot.
Yeah, it dilutes the match itself, and it ruins the hype for this match. What I've always said, and this is if the WWE do check out our podcast, and you can do by going to iTunes now, Vince. So, if you want to check us out that way.
Which just, again, blows my mind.
So if it's basically, if they do listen to us, here's what I'd say. Do not give free matches for your titles, and if you've got a championship match set on a card for a pay-per-view, the two people involved in that match should not be touching, whether it's 3-ways, 4-ways, 5-ways, fucking battle royals, or whatever the fuck you want to do. Do not have these people in matches. You need promos. You need to basically express the fact that this is a big thing. It's kind of one of the reasons why the titles, like the Intercontinental, the United States, the tag titles, and even like the world titles and stuff, were devalued because they kept giving away more of these matches on free TV. It's fine to have, like, say, someone like Ambrose before he faces Ziggler go against someone like Bray Wyatt, because that's not a pay-per-view match. That's, he's like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he's the champ and he's going to defend the title no matter what. I like that. But when you do stuff like this, even when it was like Rollins versus Ambrose on the Raw before the actual pay-per-view, when the brand split was initiated, that was fine because it had a different sense of urgency to it. But when you're giving away a match that you've scheduled for a pay-per-view card for free, you dilute that match, and it makes the match itself, at some like emphasis, it takes that away, and it makes it worthless. And that's what you don't want. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to throw that away. You don't want to just take it away and just go, this is what we're doing, because you fuck up everything that you're trying to do. So bookers, please stop doing that. You're going to fuck it up. But the winner of this match, I'm going to go with it and say Rusev. I was thinking Roman may secure a win with the United States Championship as a way to rebuild Roman as a top-tier guy by giving him a mid-card run. But I don't see this I see this feud lasting to a point. But I've got a funny feeling they're going to look at turning Roman heel, because at the moment, even though he's getting a decent pop, he's not getting a great pop. Rusev is still, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Rusev has shown this feud was meant to get Roman over as a face more, which it has done, but it's also gotten Rusev as much or more momentum as a true heel. And I even think Rusev could go on to be a challenger for something bigger. We'll talk about that later.
Yep.
Maybe even if Finn Balor wins the Universal Championship.
That's not an if. That's a when, because they need to do that. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
we'll talk about that later.
But yeah, I'm picking Rusev as well.
Women's Championship.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
going Roman. Here's the thing. I'm going Roman because that will set up something for Rusev later. So.
Okay.
And the women's championship match, I'm going
one.
with Sasha Banks.
Sasha.
I don't think it's Sasha Banks' time to get rid of the title yet.
No.
I think Charlotte's had an okay run with the belt, but I think they need a new person at the top as the figurehead of the division.
The reason they had Sasha win a title on the first Raw of the brand split was because they needed a big title win type deal to really start this whole new era. So I originally thought it was going to go into SummerSlam and that's where Sasha was going to get her big moment, but no, they did it on Raw and they got a big, it made that Raw feel extra special, and now Sasha's the champion, Charlotte's chasing, and I think that Sasha's going to retain. I mean, there's rumors that they were setting up for Bayley and Sasha at WrestleMania 33. So
I would love that.
Yeah. So Sasha's not dropping the title. We're going to have another great match out of these two. So,
but this is the thing. I think she's probably going to end up continuing the feud with Charlotte. Charlotte will probably end up winning it back maybe 2 more pay-per-views down the line. And then Sasha will probably secure the final win before moving on to Nia Jax, because I think that's what they're building Nia Jax towards, being a credible threat to the women's division. Mm-hmm. The problem being right now is, one, they don't have enough women on the roster for her to feud with currently. And 2, they really need to figure out what the hell they're going to do with the division as a whole, because one of the things that this brand split has done, it's kind of shown the lack of roster depth. And because there's a lack of roster depth, you need to make sure that everybody is fulfilling those certain roles, especially with the fucking suspensions going on at the moment. It's ridiculous. So we've got this happening. I'm saying Sasha Banks. What about you, Brandon? Who are you going with?
I'm going Sasha because, again, I think Sasha is worthy of a longer run with the title. I think it's better to have a face right now to have as the women's champion when you're trying to ingratiate a new, quote-unquote, new brand. So, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go with her. I gotta think she's... Plus, because we kind of... What could have been, man. That's all I'm saying. What could have been.
And she's the boss.
Anyway.
Brock and Orton. Let's do that before we get to our 2 main title matches.
Is the boss.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I'm going to laugh about.
This will be.
I'm going to add a little caveat into this match. Do you think we're going to see Heath Slater interfere in this match?
What, Brock and Orton, or?
Yeah.
God, no. I mean, and if we do, it's just to get F5 by Brock and to, that's
and freaking RKO'd by Orton.
RKO'd, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, he's single-handedly the one thing that I love about the whole free agent aspect at the moment. The fact that he's trying everything and getting in everybody's faces. He's so over right now. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Heath Slater has been a consistently what we call stealth over character. Like, whatever he does, he gets a reaction. People don't just go like, oh, it's Heath Slater. Nah. Like they do with Titus O'Neil, or they sometimes do with a Darren Young sometimes. Mm-hmm. They actually genuinely react to Heath Slater whenever he does. He can engage with the crowd. He can be, can cut a promo when he needs. Just there's nothing for him, so this is what he's going to kind of just bounce around and do and kind of be that floating guy, utility player.
Forward by Rhino one week, get in Brock's face next. I don't give a shit about your kids. Type of thing.
That was fucking scary, though.
God.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar not going to get suspended because you do not suspend Brock Lesnar or fine Brock Lesnar for that.
And if you're going to be that idiot that says, Brock, you shouldn't have said that, you're going to be the one in the suplex anymore.
He's going to be like, whatever.
It's like, whatever. And hopefully not murder you, but it's Brock Lesnar.
No, just be like, or he won't even look at you and just be like, okay.
He's like, motherfucker, I killed deer for bare hands,
Zlatan! Sorry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic just scored a goal for Manchester United. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, this is going to be interesting
mute the microphone.
Because...
I'm going with Brock.
Zlatan.
And the reason why I'm going with Brock is I think in terms of being the two of the most prominent guys, Brock at the moment, he doesn't kind of need the win, but I can see the WWE carrying on from his UFC victory to kind of hone the fact that Brock is a fucking badass. I think Randy would get close, but I think no cigar for him. So I'm going with Brock. What about you, Nick?
I'm picking Brock. I'm absolutely picking Brock because he, as much as Orton, when you'd think he'd get a big win on his big return, it's Brock. I think they're going to save that guy that eventually does beat Brock Lesnar. He's going to be an up-and-coming guy that they're going to be ready to push to the moon, and beating Brock Lesnar is going to be that fuel.
This is where I'm going to go contrary to the grain, against the grain, okay? I think Randy Orton wins, but Randy Orton is not going to beat Brock Lesnar clean, because that will make Brock Lesnar look weak, and they're not going to make Brock Lesnar look weak. Orton does something, low blow, some sort of backhanded trick to pin Brock Lesnar 1, 2, 3, and then they'll go their separate ways. Brock Lesnar will be all upset. Brock Lesnar will destroy something, go away for 6 months, come back, Royal Rumble, ready to go again.
Yep.
I think it makes more sense to have Orton come out with a win in this match, some hook or by crook, than it does to just have Brock Lesnar destroy Randy Orton for 10 minutes. I think this match, though, there's no way it could live up to the hype of how good we want it to be.
Right.
We heard Dean Ambrose give what some people are calling "quote unquote" controversial comments on the Austin podcast about Brock Lesnar's work ethic, saying, "Well, he wanted that match to be so much more, but some people were lazy." Shots fired.
Yeah, I think eventually we're going to see. I think the WWE brass probably don't like it very much, but at the same level, I don't think he's going to get penalized the way that people think. Because in there exploded, they were like, "Oh my god, he's going to get penalized for it." I'm like, no. I think he's allowed to get away with it.
Yeah, he's you know what, and pretty sure a lot of them felt in the back of their minds. Yeah, he wanted to do so much other shit in that match, and it just ended up being very lackluster, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are not saying it, but they're thinking it like, yeah, Dean's right, Brock was being lazy, Yep.
So, yeah, we're all in
on
agreement
to Dean
then.
Ambrose.
So Orton and Lesnar.
Yeah.
2 for Lesnar, 1 for Orton. Okay, on to Dean Ambrose.
On to Dean Ambrose, since we were talking about him. And this has been one of the positive things that we've seen now of this, SmackDown Raw brand separation, is Dolph Ziggler is getting a shot at the WWE title. Yes, he gets against Dean Ambrose, and he really doesn't stand any chance of winning, realistically. But Dolph Ziggler is in a quote-unquote main event WWE title match. The internet can now shut up.
He's getting his chance to flourish. And the good thing about this feud, and it's one of those things that WWE has done very, very right. These guys haven't touched, right? Apart from the odd, shit here and there, they haven't touched.
Or the
promos...
Bray Wyatt throwing Ambrose into the super kick. But
again, as you can see, they've allowed these two to not come into... They've made it important because both of these guys have hit each other with their finishes. And they've made it to the point where legitimately they've built Dolph up to be a contender. And they've done so over the highlights of that show. A show that's basically doesn't have much to it right now. And I'm gonna say that as far as SmackDown is, it's kind of the the one show that doesn't have the amount of wealth that Raw does.
It's not complete. It's not the complete product.
Yeah, for now. Eventually, once they call up more guys from NXT, once they start signing, once you'll see guys like Shelton Benjamin returning, we're going to see a hell of a lot more come out of SmackDown. But for now, it's doing great, and most people complain about the fact that they've got so much promo time on the show at the moment, and they will say they're going to make it about the superstars. But I think the promo time between Ambrose and Ziggler has been tremendous. And the fact that if you watch SmackDown, the final SmackDown before SummerSlam, the promo that Dolph gave before he smacks him straight in the face with that super kick was brilliant. It reminded Ambrose versus Ziggler actually gave me that kind of Brett versus Shawn feel to it. You know, the kind of the cocky champion, the underdog.
I think this could have been a Brett versus Shawn kind of feud if it was given a little bit more time and had a little bit more time to brew and develop, because they're both very technical.
I don't think this is the end of it. I think they're going to have.
Here's my thing. I think this might be the end of it, because I think Dolph Ziggler might be trying to transition to do something else for a little bit, taking a little break away from the WWE. To go either do stand-up comedy, do some acting things, not be employed by the WWE, but just not active on the roster. And if he has to take a leave of absence or whatever that is, I think that's what Dolph Ziggler is, and I think that's what his payment. He wants to stay with the WWE, but still be able to do this. Okay, we need you to put over Dean Ambrose real good on the pay-per-view.
I hope not. I do hope he wins the championship, because one, there's a Redditor at the moment who says that he would fill his asshole with hot sauce.
This is the new. What was the new Emilio? This guy is the new Emilio.
He says if Dolph Ziggler wins, this is what he said: if Dolph Ziggler wins, I will fill my asshole with hot sauce.
Oh,
with a gallon of hot sauce. So I'm hoping this happens.
First of all, a gallon? How deep is this guy's asshole? He's trying to fit a gallon of liquid in his asshole. That's
gallon.
A lot of liquid. Do you know how much I don't think that guy knows how much a gallon of liquid is, first of all. Second of all, hot sauce. He's got to put a gallon of hot sauce. He wouldn't have an asshole afterwards.
I'm
pretty sure that much cayenne and acidic pepper would eat through the lining of your colon, and you just wouldn't have an asshole anymore. So
I really
not only does he not know science, he doesn't know what things actually, how many things actually are.
I hope the creative team has seen this, and I hope they've just, even if it's for a night, they just change the title for the night just to get this guy.
Yeah,
I would die.
Bro, if I worked for creative, I would absolutely push these things. All right, there's a guy on the internet that said he would fill his own. Let's see if he'll actually do it. One night.
I would do it. If I was Dean Ambrose, I'd be like, yeah, brother, you're going
a literal gallon.
You know,
out of a
literal gallon. And then you know what I would do? Me being the asshole that I am, I would mail a gallon of Frank's Red Hot sauce to his house.
Or
with a douche cap on top, so you could just easy insertion, ready to go, flunk flunk.
Well, apparently this dude is going to live stream it as well. So
good,
no.
Good. I'd have WWE pay for the bandwidth.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? This is, to me, I would literally just do that title change for that. So I'm going to do this just because I'm an asshole.
Just to see if you do it.
Dolph Ziggler. I'm going with Dolph.
I'm picking Ambrose because we need a little more dissension on this one, but leave it to Burhan.
No, I'm going Dean Ambrose because, again, I believe in Dean Ambrose's... Dolph Ziggler is kind of going to walk away after this, so, yeah. All right, on to what I guess will be the main event of the evening if Lesnar Orton is not the main event of the evening.
The final quote-unquote club match of the evening, because I'm going to go into that in a second myself.
Really?
WWE Universal Championship. There's been murmurs on the internet going on that it's basically Brandon was right. I don't say that very often, but Brandon was right, saying that the Universal Championship is going to be a carbon copy of the WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be red, and the WWE Heavyweight Championship is going to be blue.
Yeah, which
So
I think
it's
is going to
the
look dumb because it's going to essentially just like, okay, here, Dean Ambrose, here's this toy belt. We're going to put the real WWE title. We're just going to call it something else for now, and we're going to put it on Seth Rollins. That's what or Finn Balor.
The Raw one is actually going to have but it's going to have a blue backing on it and a blue tick, like the blue.
Doesn't his title have a red backing on it now?
No, it has a black backing on it. So they're
there's no background on it.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of that belt effectively and have the SmackDown version have a blue backing and the Raw version have a red backing. So I hate to say it, you were right. And the writing at the top is Universal Championship rather than. And I hate.
It's easier to produce toys like that. They already got the mold. Why pay for a new mold? You got a new thing. That's going to be your iconic thing.
But it's basically it's the brand, isn't it? It's the image. So it's the same belt. It's just going to have a different kind of thing. And to me, I'm going to say with this match in general, I would love if we had the club reform with the former Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, and actually have four members in the ring together after he defeats Seth Rollins for the championship. And I think it will be via shenanigans. And in the end, it may be a situation where he doesn't see the interference and Balor wins. But I think the WWE have a choice here. They have a big choice you've got a new championship and you've got a guy who has come onto the roster with so much momentum. You've built this dude up the right way. He came in from the main event of NXT and went straight into the main event of Raw, defeated Roman Reigns. Now, if I was the booker here, if I was booking this match, I would book Balor to go over Rollins, just because you have pre-built a new face of the company. And as for Rollins can get that title anytime he wants. If you go with Balor, you've got fresh feuds, got a new champion, and truthfully, his feud with Rollins isn't going to be over anytime soon anyway. You can have a way so that the Architect finds a way to defeat him in the end. So I'm gonna go with Balor securing the Universal Heavyweight Championship, or scenario 2, we could have the club interfere and actually side with Rollins.
That would be interesting, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think there's going to be any Bullet Club interference in this match. I do believe Finn Balor is going to win clean, though, over Seth Rollins, and this is going to be just a feud for now. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins for a while, trading the WWE Universal title back and forth for.
So, do you think we're going to have a club hat trick then? We're going to have a club hat trick?
I think we're going to have the inadvertent club hat trick, yes.
Yes.
Picking Finn, man.
Because it's the best way to go. If you're the WWE and you're concentrating on building new, fresh stars, fresh faces, people on the roster that you need to become your main eventers, Balor is consistently the dude who's managed to put on grade A main events on NXT. He's a guy that you've built and again, it's the one thing that Raw has done right, and it's with Raw and SmackDown consistently, their main events scene has been amazing. You have treated these guys like stars. They haven't touched. You've made Finn Balor using the promos and the inverted demon coming out on Raw to show how consistently difficult this guy is going to be for Rollins. He's a big test. If you have Rollins defeat him, his momentum goes away. If you have him secure the championship, he will be set for life, in my opinion. I think he'll be a fixture in the main event for life. To quote the NWO and also to quote the club. If you by having him do this, and I think, in my opinion, Balor needs this win. He needs it.
Yep.
Brandon?
My friends and I have been trading #glorious bongs back and forth, taking pictures, doing Snapchat videos of, our bongs and you know what I'm talking about. Yes,
yeah,
we
know glorious bongs.
Theme. But glorious bongs. New thing that I'm inventing. I was gonna send you this too, but I was tapping all the people that I thought would funny, and then I'm like, oh, Nick would thought this was fucking hilarious. It's not. It's on my story. I put it on the story too.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Finn is going to win this match just because, like Burhan says, now's the time to make a new star. What better time to have the new guy coming up, meteoric rise, winning the title, new title at SummerSlam, and now Seth Rollins can chase him as challenger.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all good. So we hit everything.
Because as we said,
we hit everything SummerSlam wise. It only took us an hour or so.
Yeah,
it did. We were going to try for half an hour, but I think there was a little more that needed to be said here. But I agree with you 110%. I think SummerSlam's going to be a great card. The only issue that's going to be with this is it's going to be 5 hours long. So if you're not very patient in terms of being a wrestling fan, then you're probably going to end up having to just go out, do other stuff while some of the other less important matches are on, and then focus on the big stuff. Or if you're watching it like pre-recorded, then you can always just forward past the stuff you don't want to see. The big thing is, and one thing that I would say is actually a positive of the 5 hours worth of SummerSlam is the fact that we get to see a hell of a lot of great matches go on. So, that's
right. We get a lot more of these guys who are going to have chances to shine.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a 4, 5, 6 minute match, to start the card. You're going to have a probably good 15, 20, minute opener. You're going to have there's going to be a lot of great moments. You're going to have Enzo and Cass just pop the crowd huge. AJ Styles beats up John Cena, By the way, the backstage brawling is back for 2K17, and the first clip they showed was AJ Styles beating up John Cena. Every place is a good place.
The videos that they've showed for 2K17 look real. Look like it's like I can't tell the difference between real wrestling and the game anymore.
I can't wait for this game. I have my pre-order set for the NXT edition, so...
By the way, for those
I'm probably going to get that one too.
For those who haven't played 2K16, you can actually acquire it right now if you've got Xbox Live Gold. You can get it on the Xbox One, and it's totally free. I got my copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a probably pre-SummerSlam stream again on the Xbox Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But more info on that on the plugs. But before we move on to the plugs, let's go Iron Shiek tweet of the week.
Iron Shiek tweet of the week.
All right.
Fuck him! I talked him! I want to know, are you the man or are you a fucking piece of shit? No good motherfucker. Fucking bullshit! Bullshit, Hulk Hogan. I'm the rare all-American gold medal.
Iron Sheik has been locked firmly in the Olympic fever that is sweeping the world right now. And, did I turn my thing off? There you go, ESPN telling me something I already knew.
Of course they do.
So there has been, several people have been added, to the thing, but this one specifically, Iron Sheik basically sum up, which I think will become the most famous picture ever to come out of the Olympics, and that's the picture of Usain Bolt turning around to, look at his closest competitor and then smiling. Iron Sheik encapsulates that picture in one thing, and this is our Iron Sheik tweet of the week. Usain Bolt just make the Olympics humble. Yes. And that's what he did. He made the Olympics and his other competitors in the 100 meters absolutely humble.
Totally agree.
Fucking bullshit!
Yeah. Was either going to be that or Obamacare equals jabroni care.
Ouch. Anyway, there's your wonderful Iron Sheik tweet of the week. It's Olympic season, so...
Yes. Yes, that is the Slamcast original. No matter what you hear anyplace else, Slamcast original.
Yes.
Well,
people.
Has someone else been doing it?
Well, so I think someone else tried to do it for a while. Someone else that I'm not going to talk about, but that is.
Yes, they do not deserve the attention.
They are not Iron Shiek class. They are not intelligent Jews.
No, agreed, and they don't have the awesome music that we do.
Yes.
No.
So yeah, should we go on the plugs?
Yeah.
Plugs. Nick
Yeah.
is always
YouTube,
behind ones and twos.
Yes. YouTube, Gaming Pegasus 187, Twitter, Gaming Pegasus 187, Instagram, Xbox Live, Wii U Pegasus 187, PSN, Extreme Enigma. I've been playing a fucking shit ton of Final Fantasy X, and I'm trying to platinum that game. So yeah. We're in the Wrestling/NBA Revolution forum, Facebook gimmick, where Slamcast gets posted there in YouTube forum, and go check us on iTunes. I can start saying that now.
Oh
every
my
week.
god.
Love it.
I know. It's weird. It's so weird. Oh my god. Mr. Michael Burhan, before we go, anything you wanna?
At the moment, I'm taking a break from YouTube and all other social media. I'm not on Facebook very much, and
This is your only interaction in that world. This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusive for the first time ever.
I post a few pictures of me doing stuff, but nothing very big much. I'm not going to talk about why. What I'm just going to say is I will be back at some point, at some time. I'm just focusing on other things right now. The thing you can do is I'm going to be updating my show reel and stuff on my official site, michaelburhan.com, and there may be some good news coming out of the Burhanville, as I may be relocating within a couple of months to New York City. I'll go into details about that eventually, and once if I get this position and make the move, then that's going to be where I'll be heading, and it means that me and Brandon will be a lot closer together. Oh my god. So shock horror on that one. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just go to www.michaelburhan.com for more. If you want to add me on Facebook, Twitter, and all those mediums, you can do. But I won't be replying to any messages from people asking me to give them money and passports, etc.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. Oh, and also marriage proposals, because no thank you. I had to turn down about 4 of them recently. It's very
You
weird.
lucky dog. All right. So, again, if you like this podcast, subscribe to us on iTunes. We are on Slamcast on iTunes. That's so weird to say that. Follow me on Twitter, Brandon All Hope. You can friend me on Facebook. Maybe I might respond if you're cool.
He won't
You
listen
can
to
follow
people he finds cool.
Yeah. Usually, it's the higher chance if you're a woman.
Yes.
Anyway.
And he's looking to bone.
You could go follow my other adventure, False Finish Productions, the newly named False Finish Productions. We are setting up our website right now. All we really kind of have is Twitch up and running. That's twitch.tv/falsefinish. I'm going to be gaming on the Twitch a lot more, hopefully this weekend, doing UFC stuff, doing whatever. So that's going to be a thing. Three Boys Goat and a Dancing Bear, Nerd Slife, the other podcasts that I do that are on SoundCloud. Check them out. I'm all over the place, man, so that's where you could find me and follow me.
You are the human podcast machine.
I am the human podcast machine. Listen if you can. Subscribe if I let you. So for Michael Burhan, for Nick Horaceck, for the absent Dave Wade, for Miguel Leon, who actually got a surprise mention on this show, for Tom Shaw giving the shout-outs. Anybody else you want to shout out, give me a message. I'll start add you to the long list of shout-outs and all sorts of
for
things
Eva
I say
Marie,
at the end of the show.
Unquote suspended and not suspended.
For Marie's suspension, may or not be real or not, who knows.
For me, because I have to
Alberto
go on
Rio.
Yeah, for me, because I have to go on a social media blackout before Takeover Brooklyn. So
Yeah, don't bother Nick anything, or tweet Nick all sorts of SmackDown Takeover spoilers.
NXT spoilers. I'm gonna turn notifications off on all
if I go to the show, I am going to Snapchat you on the regular.
Oh no!
And don't pin,
every 2 seconds, as long as I have a battery.
Oh shit!
Don't pin Nick up against the wall and then start whispering in his ear, "Takeover spoilers," aka hide and rape.
Oh man.
Okay,
On that note,
yes.
On that note, for all those people, I am Brandon Liggan saying, "Go forth and spread beauty and light, peace, love, and humptiness." All right, let's play the theme song. I got a football match to watch and some hot dogs to eat.